3, 2, 1.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, we're back. And the year was 1985.
It is the podcast
How are y'all doing?
this week. Amazing.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
We're back. We are back, y'all. It's just the two of us again this week, but we'll be back next week with an excellent guest. So, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. As always, like, subscribe, follow along. Follow us on Instagram if you want to hear all the latest news and see the stupid memes that we share.
All the latest gossip.
All the latest gossip will be right there. Come check us out. All the latest news, everything that we do will be on there. We share most of our content through there as kind of our primary source. You can also find us on Apple Podcast if you like to listen, YouTube if you like to watch, Spotify if you like to watch. YouTube handles mostly interviews only, but subscribe to that as well. We are looking to get that amped up a little bit so we can get on the cool list with the YouTubes. But yeah,
yes.
that would be amazing.
YouTube. Hard bargain at YouTube.
They're hard bargain. They're hard crowd to please. But that's what we're up to. But thank you, everybody, for joining us again this week. This week, we're going to kind of delve into the topic of 90s kind of social media up until now. We're kind of going to give our little take on it, some of our experiences with these things. We have basically grown up with most of these things on the internet because we were tweens kind of thing when the internet was first coming around in everybody's household where we are from. So yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit. We'll probably talk a bit. We got some questions and stuff like that we'll kind of get into or whatever. So yeah, this will be a little bit of fun. This evening's a little bit of a topic episode here, a little bit of a thing.
Sort of how it evolved from the early days of the internet till now. Like,
yeah, it's interesting, man. Like,
I do remember the first time we got the internet in our house.
I bet.
Do you remember that too? It's like I feel like everyone's kind of like remembers. It's not a very big story, but I still remember the time when I was at my cousin's house. And my mom phoned down there and was just like, we got it hooked up. We got the Roadrunner.
We got the Roadrunner, baby.
Which was what it was called. It was just this dial-up
that was the cable service then.
Was it cable? Yeah.
Cable was on the Roadrunner, yeah, because I was excited to get that.
Okay, what was the first one? Well, it was just like we had the...
Dial-up one was, from us, it was Newtel.
Okay, I can't remember what it was, but I do remember, of course, obviously not being able to use the phone like that. But anyway, yeah. So maybe whether or not that was maybe I don't know I don't think we had the internet then. So maybe we
Roadrunner was like an upgrade, and I was super stoked about that. I remember that happening. That was like a big deal.
But I do like really remember not being able to use the phone. So whatever, if I have the name mixed up.
Well, I remember like when because it was. I can't remember. I want to say it was Skid that had the first.
The Zone is what it was called first.
Right, yeah. Because I want to say Skid had the first internet computer set up that I seen. And then you were the second one. And then I can't remember if it was the same year or the year after we got one for Christmas. I can't quite remember what exactly that was. But I remember because the year so whatever year Napster came out is the year I got a computer.
Okay.
Because I remember very vividly coming to your house and you being like, check this out, man. You can get this shit. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, that's fucking sick. And then I immediately went home and got it. And then I convinced my parents to get Roadrunner to make it faster so I could get more music. That was the whole deal behind the Roadrunner step up.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was like super stoked that they came during school hours to hook it up, of course, right? And then by the time I got home, it was fucking already sitting there. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I was, like I said, at my cousin's house, and they phoned down to let me know that we had the internet. I thought it was at the time, so maybe it was the Zone and it was dial-up. But I do remember getting Roadrunner after that, which was the cable thing, like I said. Sick. But yeah, it was like
sick.
We talked about like early social media and stuff like that. We used to go to like chat rooms, and you like tell your friends like go to the Doors,
chat room,
like the band The Doors.
Yeah,
and we go to the Doors.
Their chat room
on their website that you popped up on Windows 95.
Yeah.
And fucking you chat to friends. Like you would think, you were chatting to your friends, and of course there were other people from around the world, all Doors fans, but we would just chat amongst ourselves, and we were just like whatever, 12 or whatever. I don't know how old we were then, but
yeah, we weren't very old really. But I do remember that vividly too. That was a funny thing. Like it was a weird thing. The Doors chat room was very popular. And
because I mean, websites were totally basic shit. They weren't like websites like now, but like they were, you know what I mean? Like they had, just these weird like GIFs or GIFs or whatever you call it, and they had the just wild like crazy lettering and stuff, and it's just like
crazy backgrounds,
store bio, fucking, and the Doors had a chat room, so it was like holy shit.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah,
but yeah, there's a lot of different things stem from that, but that was like the earliest kind of social kind of media. But even though it was way before that term,
but it was the origination of like the connection you could make, like beyond like an email,
right?
Kind of thing. Like that's the one thing that I think about, because like even when you think about like the IRC kind of era and like Usenet, and then like even like forums. Like forums were a huge deal,
big time,
huge deal. Like game FAQs was like. Big deal. Then there was like a couple of different skate ones that
wrestling
were cool.
forums.
And wrestling forums were madness.
Oh man, I was on a few different ones.
Yeah,
and like was like moderator on some of the forums and shit like that too. Like it's crazy, like the community that like people start when like this early internet stuff, and we're all like talking about one thing. Like I said, like different forums and stuff. Like
and even like the IRC. I mean, that was like chatting, but like you had to know which rooms to join, and your friends were in certain. You know what I mean? Like it was that kind of a thing. Like the friends you made would be in certain rooms, and like it was really like complex at that point. Even like forums to a certain degree were kind of fumbly in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like they weren't really set up well. Like you would lose track a lot. And there was no real way then. The people kind of take for granted the advantage of like a bookmark and a couple other things like that. Like not every tool was available to just like kind of go back to where you want it to be.
Yes.
So like these are like kind of clumsy beginnings of so that's like that would be like an IRC chat window kind of thing, right? So it would be like a DOS coding essentially type setup that you would have to prompt in, and like so very like low key, very very like beginnings kind of thing, right? Like it's funny that you think about we went from there to now, like where we are kind of thing. But like we're going to walk through it obviously, but it's crazy to think about that screen to what we're at now kind of thing. Like pretty nuts. But then like what we were talking about, like, and then like for us, like ICQ was a big deal. I know for like certain people, like AIM was a certain, AOL Instant Messenger. That was a big deal. I kind of feel like in the States, maybe.
Yes. Well, their internet started with AOL, right? Like you see those AOL commercials.
You've got mail.
Right? Yeah. So that was their kind of introduction to it. So that's not one that I ever kind of got into. I didn't.
I think I had it for a little bit because you get a month free trial if you ordered the CD.
But the thing is, like, there'd be all these new companies all the time. Like some of them would like latch on longer than other ones, right?
Yeah. So this is kind of like we're at the ramp up of the like tech kind of ramp up of the late 90s, early 2000s.
Just as much as we were getting, the new Napsters and all this other stuff, and the Napster in itself, but like all these other copies, you get all these different, versions of the same service, pretty much, right?
Yeah. So, but it was all free and at our own will, and then like ICQ. I mean, I remember like the sound of the sound, like that's like imprinted in my brain. But like even that, like you could share files between, like you could peer-to-peer connect and share files. So like sometimes you would download music and like check out this song and I would send it to you. Kind of thing, like so, like there was that availability, which, like I think, like to me, like that's what social media kind of is.
Yeah,
like that's really what it is. Like not kind of what we're doing now. Like there was no ads. Imagine the internet with no ads. Like there was no ads on the internet. Only certain websites had ads.
Like a little banner, you
might get a little banner here and there, but generally speaking, like there was very few ads on the original internet kind of thing.
Not like today.
Yeah, this is crazy to think about that, and then like. You could do all that kind of stuff like on a dial-up internet connection kind of thing. Like, and then Like, remember leaving away messages? You'd leave away messages, leave your favorite song lyric of the day, depending on your mood.
Oh yeah,
or who you may have had a crush on, trying to write a song that your crush might like.
Yeah,
just trying to see if they'll notice, text you, or message you.
Little Ja Rule,
Little Ja Rule, little Boys to Men. Drop a Boys to Men.
Drop a little ditty in there. No, we did not. No, we didn't.
We did not.
No Sean P. Diddy Combs up in here.
No. It's probably Deftones lyrics trying to be cool and dark or something like that.
Yeah. Glass jaw lyrics.
Glass jaw lyrics or something. Yeah, guarantee. Like, to me, that kind of stuff is interesting, like, because it kind of leads to what we're doing now in a certain way, right?
My first original email was a part of the glass jaw lyric. Like,
oh, yeah. Guaranteed.
Burn the lamp.
Burn the lamp. Oh, yes, that's right, yeah. Burn the lamp.
At hotmail.com.
I still have my Hotmail address. I can sign into it still, technically. The original one I've had since 1990.
I got rid of it because I didn't want because I mean, like I said, we were going with ICQ, but then MSN Messenger, I think, took over or something.
It did, yeah. Which I don't fully understand why, because ICQ was way better still.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But it did take off. And then there was but it was a similar setup, right? Like, you had a friends list, you had a status that you could leave an away message in.
Kind of, yeah.
They gave you very, very similar options, kind of thing.
But then your friends come on with the green little light next to it. Yeah.
And then you could they introduced voice chat at one point, and you could voice chat
video.
And video, yeah, that was true, which was probably not smart.
Yeah,
probably not smart. But anyway, whatever.
But that was way before FaceTime and stuff. So right, so it'd be. But there was interesting. You could like chat with somebody, but you could also like.
Yeah, but there was no regulation on anything. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, remember, like, so like download.com existed. And it still does, I'm pretty sure. It's run by CNET, or it used to be anyway. And you could just go to download.com and just download different types of software. It was all open source, freeware, blah, 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 blah. You just check shit out to see if you like it. Game demos. Remember game demos?
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's incredible to me. Like, that doesn't exist anymore.
Demo
like
disc. Getting the PlayStation mag, right?
Right?
Oh, man.
But, like, the funny part is now, like, to me, the away message has become the picture. Do you know what I mean? Like, how I kind of envision the transition kind of thing. Like, I get to post my picture versus I get to post my away status or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I see it. It's a bit interesting that way. And live journaling and journaling was a big deal. Like, was it Blue Cafe was a big one too? It was a forum thing. And there was a couple other of those, like, kind of, I don't know, like journal. I can't remember the other one. There's another one too. Something to do with Penguin, maybe? I can't remember now. There's a couple different ones that you could like have journals and people could come read the journals, and like that was an odd time in the 90s. So they kind of led into like MySpace, because that would have been the transition to now what we consider semi-modern. Like it's the original setup for modern social media kind of thing.
Yeah, there were a few in the years leading up to Facebook, I guess, but we had a bunch of these different, more or less original social media platforms where like you could post, a profile, pictures of yourself, all the different stuff you were kind of into. You can kind of customize. You
could even have a song.
You know what I mean? You could have a. You know what I mean?
And then they let it so you could HTML edit it. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. So then you could like customize the template.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of thing, right?
Give you some kind of freedom to.
Which like that to me is so like that's a cool way of doing social media. Like that's cool. Like this whole thing is customized by me kind of thing. Like that's interesting to me.
Yeah, now you're kind of forced to, it's like templated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
it's not as fun that way anymore.
I mean, it's easier to post things, like it's easier to post a picture than before. You know what I mean? Like before this HTML code is not, it was never.
And trying to upload a picture at that point, like a picture would take like 2 or 3 minutes to upload. Like you'd have to sit there and wait for it to upload, and it would spin around, and it might crash once or twice before it even happens. And like, it was a bit clumsy and stuff, but like it was cool that. Like, I don't know, that was cool that you could just do that. Like,
and it was kind of coming up in the time too where digital cameras were such a popular thing to have. Like everyone wanted to have their own digital cameras. So.
Yeah.
Like when MySpace was on the go, right? Like, what is that? Like probably 2000, like 2000?
2001 probably?
Or up to 2004 maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure.
It started when we were in high school still. Because like I had a MySpace page in high school or whatever kind of thing. But it was like probably grade 11, 12. Like it was 2000, 2003 before I recall.
Yeah, I don't remember having it as much in Yeah, it was probably like it was probably 2004 for me, I guess.
Yeah, something like it's gotta be something like that somewhere.
Like a little bit later, but yeah, like bands would promote themselves too on there a lot, and they get their names out. I'm sure there's a lot of different bands out there you could probably look up who's kind of got famous from MySpace.
Oh, that was definitely a thing because like it was almost like SoundCloud in that kind of way, but it was still like Facebook. You know what I mean? And then you could post on your wall, and other people could post on your wall. So that's kind of like a Twitter kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a thing. It's a very interesting. That was an interesting platform. It's sad it went away in that kind of way, but like that, because then the introduction of Facebook kind of comes along, and then that starts to change the games when it comes to that aspect of the whole thing, right?
So what would, you know what I mean? Even before, Facebook. I remember this one I used to have called High Five. It was called kind of same thing. Same idea. Picture profile, kind of. Yeah. Even then, it's funny. Like, it's like I think I say the other day, like, oh, I've been at this job like longer than Facebook was. Because I remember when Facebook came out, and I was like at the current job I'm at, and it was like, oh, it was this new thing, like adding people it was. All right, we don't need anything else. Facebook is the one, right? Yeah. Everyone kind of came to Facebook like, right, this is. We've had a lot of different MySpaces and different High Fives, and one that got popular after I didn't even use it, like Nexopia and all those things.
Oh, there's all kinds of weird stuff that went on. Yeah.
Before like Facebook kind of took over, and we're like, all right, we're the fucking best social media. Zuckerberg
did it.
He fucking was right on top of it all.
Yeah, he did it, man. Whatever it is about fucking Facebook that get your dopamine going.
Was it Winklevoss twins? They didn't stand a chance.
Not a chance. Not a Jesus chance. Oh. But this is like, to me, like that, like the MySpace Facebook thing is the transition. Yeah. Like that's now so now Facebook comes along, kind of knocks off everybody really, like everything shut down, like that's it. And then this is also I would want to say like internet 2.0 transition or whatever, 2.5 transition is about around this time. Like the way the internet functions is starting to change now, like not
faster
far off
speeds and stuff,
and not too far off you'll see like smartphones started kind of pop up not too much later after that, really, technically, right? Like so like you kind of
start BlackBerry at the time.
Yeah, so it starts to kind of change the game a little bit, right? So now you've got like Facebook is doing its thing, so now that's knocked off everybody else. Somebody's bought MySpace, same as like a Napster type situation. Like Mark made his money, and then now he's happy and does his painting and whatever he's doing, and then nothing ever happened with that after. Like MySpace just disappeared, kind of thing. And I'm sure it's still active in some format, but it doesn't exist technically. So Facebook like comes in and smashes everybody because it's easy. There's a messenger service. You can poke people. You can wave at people. You can get some news. You can create your own page. You can, you know what I mean? Like a little bit more in that direction or whatever. Then, so this is when we start to see that.
Add all your old buds from high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone was on the nostalgia train to think that a little bit too.
And I think that was some of it is everybody's like, oh, I wonder what everybody else is doing.
Catching up. Right?
Yeah. That was a thing. And so now this is the start of
creeping on Facebook.
Yeah, creeping on Facebook. This is the start of the nosy side of social media kind of thing. It's not for fun anymore. It's now to be creepy to a certain degree. Not really. I mean, you want to know what people
or
are.
You know, just like even if you, just reconnect with old friends and stuff like that. But I think and then you had to people had to take a different route. And go. Instagram, I'll just post pictures. Yeah,
so like that. So then, like that's our next kind of transition. So then, Instagram kind of shows up, probably like just prior 2020s kind of thing, maybe.
I'm not sure of the exact. That's a good question.
Yeah, it's somewhere in that neighborhood because it said on our notes we have it in as a 2020 social media transition. But I feel like it was a little bit before that. But even if it doesn't matter. It's kind of like so Instagram kind of comes along. This is when it was separate from Facebook as well. People, I don't know, like if people realized that was even a thing. Like Zucker didn't own Instagram at one point. The Berg didn't own that at one point. You know what I mean? So
2010.
2010. Oh, really? That's a long time ago. So yes, that was earlier. So like they were two separate companies. Instagram starts to take off because now it's kind of like about your posts. Like, I mean, it's a picture, but it's like about your post kind of thing. And people kind of caught on to this because it wasn't. I think it was about you could share kind of what you like to share versus like you fill in the blanks kind of thing, that like the Facebook kind of template-y.
A lot of food pictures at the start of
guaranteed
Instagram.
Yeah. Lots of food pictures. Everybody was getting
and those crazy nasty filters they had.
Yeah.
Just like all like blue. Because like I like the I had this other app called Hipstamatic, and it would like take pictures and like you have these sick filters and stuff for it. And then like Instagram was also just came around, new on the block.
Yeah.
And also had the photos, but where you could like keep them all in kind of in a log, you know, almost like a profile version. It's like so I can get the filters, but also just like keep it like a profile and journal of all the pictures I take and stuff like that. Like then like you move on from the Hipstamatics is what it was called, and go the fucking Instagram route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've changed social media platforms so many times along the way. Just by trying something new, like, oh, this looks cool, and it is cool, and then something else comes along, it's like, oh, that's better.
Yeah,
I'll do that now, right? So, like, this is kind of like the transition into like what, you know, like influencer culture starts to come into play here now. At this point, you start to see Twitter kind of starts popping up around this time. Snapchat, I'm pretty sure, came in around this time. So, like, this is now what we kind of start getting into, like the algorithmic version of social media. You kind of fed information. It's getting a little bit more regulated, a little bit more told what to do. Everybody's choosing a side. It's not fun like it used to be. It was a little bit different, but this is kind of also the transition into, I guess, short form mobile phone. Kind of like quick access, easy to post, you know, like these types of things or whatever. And then like easy to comment, easy to read. The kind of endless scroll starts to come into play now, right? The feed. So that's kind of like so this would have been like mid 2010s into the early, probably like 2018, 2019, because now we're at the point where we're kind of seeing trend of, it's algorithmic, but it's also AI driven, right? So now that's the thing. So like, I think the AI side of all this, because like you get AI filters now, you get like, you can make fucking movies on your phone. You can do anything with all this stuff. It's all social media platforms. So like, think of it, Sora, like that's technically a social media platform. There's this new thing from Japan that's out now. That's a social media platform. You can make crazy movies. There's a new one that came out that builds video games. Like, wow. But it's like all social media kind of based. Like it's kind of like posting your prompt in a Twitter type setup, and then you can comment, find it, download it, like all that. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of a thing. So like, I think we're at the cusp of like some of these things transitioning, because like Twitter was a huge deal when it was Twitter, but I mean it was very censored. It got a lot of government regulation going on with it or whatever. Same as Facebook and stuff like that. But eventually, this is where Instagram, Facebook, Meta kind of comes around. So now we're included in the world around the Zuckerberg man. Right, so he catches you with all this kind of stuff or whatever. So Zuckerberg, you're in the world with those guys, right? So now they have a whole setup. So they're kind of controlling that side. So now we have TikTok start to come along. That's our next thing or whatever, which now may or may not have to exit the TikTok because it's been sold again. And
I don't
particularly like who it's been sold to, so we might be jumping off of that bandwagon.
I jumped off the TikTok,
and I don't really use it other than we post our clips on it. So probably we might not be going down that road here in the next couple of weeks here. But like TikTok kind of, so that changed what everybody else did again, because that was when the short form thing became even more important, and the way that they did it with the likes and like the way that you could stream all the time and gain traction from that and whatever. That was a huge game changer, because when TikTok came along originally, it changed the way that everybody else did their format of short form. Like YouTube does it the same way now.
Reels.
It's all about reels, right? Like 30-second
YouTube
things.
Shorts, all those things.
Yeah. And like, I mean, you can do long ones now. Like they give you access to be able to do like 3-minute ones and there's 10-minute ones and whatever you can do. But like this is it. Like it's kind of going the other way. We're kind of getting back to like semi longer form stuff or whatever for the most part, because that becomes more popular. It seems like lately, but the short form thing came from TikTok. Like the real emphasis on the short form came from the TikTok thing, which everybody was kind of including. You could do reels and these that type of setup. But that kind of changed the game. Like this is now like the endless scroll on reels. You can watch it. Now we have the inclusion of
algorithms, right?
The algorithm's feeding you constantly, and it's getting better and better the more you scroll, the more longer you look at things. Like it's really, really good. So like modern social media is a bit creepy, but like the transition, like from when we kind of got involved around like forums, chat rooms, instant messengers, that kind of thing, to where we're at now, man, is nuts. It's insane. Like about it, like the difference, right? Like
how far do you think it can go? Like where do we see ourselves in 10 years?
10 years based on what we're up to now. If we don't blow ourselves up, I think we'll be
blow her up.
I think we're going to end up in like a Black Mirror kind of Neuralink type setup kind of thing. If you've ever seen the episode of Black Mirror where they have the whatever chip or whatever, and they can like record their thoughts and like play them back, and like all your stuff is just kind of included in the package. You know what I mean? Like
that would be crazy.
That kind of thing. So it's not even like about social media and stuff. It's going to be like replaying things. It's going to be like, look at this. It's not going to be like about this. It's going to be like, check this out. And like there's, potential for, like connection thought or whatever you want to say, like where I can literally show you something from my brain or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So I think like to a certain degree, it depends on how the technology gets used. But I think social media is not going to go away. It's just going to get worse, and people are loving it.
Mixed with AI, right? So,
and I mean, that's the other half now. We're at the point where like, between the bots kind of clouding the social media platforms, AI constantly pumping out shit that's incredibly real looking, but isn't at all.
I know.
It's super hard to trust.
People are falling for it left and right.
Yeah. Like you think about like, like the innocent beginnings of social media, which was just about like having fun on the internet, to where it is now, where it's just like this peddling machine of goop. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy to think about. Like in our lifetime, and we're not even that old, we've seen it come from like this one state where it's like, look at how exciting this is, to everybody's like, this is fucking miserable. Mm-hmm. Right? Like there's a points where I'm kind of even have said a few times, like, I'm just deleting social media off my phone. I'm not doing this anymore. Like we're off this now, and we're not going to look back for a while. And I probably didn't have any real social media technically on my phone, like for other than the podcast, for 2 years probably. And then I jumped back in when certain things came out, and now we're back on the train.
Now I'm back on with
back on the train.
Back on the Zuckerberg train.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, like, so like I think the next like small transitions, like I think like the VR world is going to get a little bit more popular kind of thing, like those types of things.
Those things were real. I never really tried all the VR shit much.
It's interesting. I don't know. It's not my.
What are they called?
Like Oculus Rifts and stuff like that.
Yeah, those things. Like,
yeah, there's a couple different versions of it, but like I don't know, it's cool. Like it is cool, but like I wouldn't want to play games like that. Like that's not how I don't know, fucking walk around my house and shit. Like what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I don't know. The idea of it seems cool, and I think Apple had one too with the fucking thing. It just never. I think it failed. I think it was
their Apple headset thing. Yeah, that was junk by
failure. But
complete failure.
It's like, I could have Facebook over here, YouTube over here, blah, 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 blah.
It's
like,
much,
but dude, you're not even in the world right now.
Yeah, like in like Meta glasses and Google glasses and all this crazy shit. Like,
I hate that shit. Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. Like how much technology do you want strapped to you at all times? Like
the only time you need a camera next to your face is like if you were like snowboarding or skiing or
like you're trying to take a cool video of something. Like I don't want to be wandering around with that shit attached to me and be able to like look around and like open up my now I don't even have to fucking do anything. I can just be like open up my shit. Now I can endlessly fucking scroll forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen.
Scroll. Keep on scrolling, baby.
But my eyeballs, like, you know what I mean? Like it's a really, really huge jump, man. Since like
keep on scrolling, baby.
Keep on scrolling, baby. You know what time it is. Scrolling. Oh fuck! But yeah, I don't know. To me, like sometimes when I stop and think about like the fact that I have this fucking thing in my hand that I'd never even thought about. You know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, now I have it in my hand all the time. Like say 20 whatever years ago.
Yeah, like sick camera.
Like the fact,
all the internet has
all the internet you can do, all the music you can handle, all the pictures and videos you can take at crazy high resolution.
Oh man!
Like I can take a 4K video at 120 frames per second on my phone.
You'd have been Steven Spielberg going back in time with one of those things.
Well, this is what I mean. Like given that opportunity, because it's just a phone. You know, what I mean, yes, it's expensive, but like it's a phone, which seems to be very common. Like you take this timeline, put it backwards a little bit. Like, think about all the shit we would have been at with that.
Even in GarageBand, you know, like writing the music.
Yes, man. Like, yeah, like it's incredible. And the fact that you can take that and then put it on these platforms and people can see it without any real investment. You know what I mean? Like, there's no monetary investment, really, technically. So, and you can do all that. Like, it's crazy to think about it. Like recording studios in your pocket. Fucking full photo fucking lab, full fucking movie studio, full anything.
Recording studio.
Full whatever you want it to be. You know what I mean? Like it's just in a little package in your pocket. Knows everything, hears everything, does everything for you, sees everything.
Tells no lies.
Yeah, and like think about like now like the app culture is like around like that's the other transition was like social media attached to your phone. So now your apps are attached. It's tracking you. It's all this stuff like things I never even considered when I joined Facebook the first time.
Terms of service.
You know what I mean? Like those things that I never considered at all. And the fact that when I signed up, I had no other choice but to sign in on my fucking desktop computer. To the point now where I fucking carry around this stupid thing in my pocket that does all this nonsense. And like app culture has become insane because it's now that turned into subscription based. Like there's microtransactions. Thanks, Jeffrey. Idiot.
Idiot.
You fucking idiot. Right? Like I don't know. And like all this stuff is tied into social media, right? Like it's all tying into the same stuff. But yeah, it's totally different, man. Like totally different compared to where we were when we were kids to where it is now. Totally different program, completely different contrast between them. The fun has been totally sucked out of it. The whole fun is sucked right out of it.
So I mean, where are we now? Like I mean, a lot of people use Snapchat now and stuff like that. That's kind of a social media as well, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You know what else? You know, I don't know. That's probably the newest one. I'm not sure if there's anything else other than that, but that all the kids are using, you know, these young, hip, cool bastards.
Yeah, but you think about you think about Facebook,
probably Facebook, Instagram,
what it looks like
now. Instagram is
there's like Vesco and a couple other ones that are like, and Vesco is very similar to Instagram. Like it's just a way to post pictures. I don't know what the difference is or why people will use it differently, but it's probably the same reason we chose to do something different too.
Hipstematic, right?
Yeah, it's a bit adjacent to everybody else's stuff. Makes you cool.
That's right.
All right, but you think about like the state of Facebook now. Like you think about when
it's not cool, right? Like,
when you scroll through Facebook, it's only new. It's like shit news and whatever. So it's obviously not going to appeal to kids like the way that it's set up now. So like I don't know.
You have the same, friends on the list, but nobody posts much anymore.
No,
it's not like it's kind of just a consume, and not, the odd picture of here and there, family member or kids or whatever people do. And events, mostly just events people go to and stuff.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Facebook kind of took a dive a little bit. You know, people. I think younger generation were thinking it's not so cool. Like, no, it's not.
But the other side of it, the Facebook thing is it's been regulated now by the government again. So like in Canada, you can't. So if you're not from Canada, in Canada, you can't read news on Facebook,
which is so fucking
which is
weird.
mental. So, but not so. Now, because this bullshit's in play, you get fed constant like AI and I don't want to say fake news because it's not what I mean, but it's like
news from anyone.
It's just nothing. Like it comes from nothing. Like the account is nothing. The page is nothing. It's bot driven. There's nothing there. Like but the problem is like older people who don't really understand what they're looking at will fall for some of this bullshit. Most of this bullshit,
and then it's real for sure.
Because like I get shit sent to me constantly by people, and they're like, "Look how crazy this is!" Like, this is nothing. This is not even a real thing. The account it's not even a real thing. Like none of this is real, and everything all the comments are fake people. Like everything about this is fake. So you get fed this stuff constantly on Facebook too. So like it's a whole different look at everything now. Like I don't know. I don't mind Instagram. I'm kind of on the Instagram thing. I don't mind that.
Yeah, we like Instagram.
I like the Instagram.
Big fans of Instagram on the pod.
The pod or Instagram.
It's not even on there.
It's right over here.
Nice.
The fucking right there.
Follow us on Instagram, folks, for all your politically charged news and coverage.
And every now and then,
but it's not fair for Canadians to not be able to see news on.
No,
Facebook.
but I mean, like this ties into the social media fucking mentality of everything, right? Like the answer to being fed shit news,
propaganda machine.
Yeah, like their idea was like, well, if you're being fed fake news, then you shouldn't be fed any news. But it's like, well, now you've taken away all opportunity for me to look into it,
form my own opinion.
And I mean, it's a direct connection to social media thing because I just don't want anybody saying anything bad on the internet. Like, I mean, we can get into the whole other side of it where people are getting arrested for saying certain things on the internet. Like, it's a complete nonsense.
How easy are people to be brainwashed?
Yeah.
They believe this.
It's a new TV. It's a new radio. It's a new newsprint.
Right? It's like, well, it's got to be true. I'm seeing it on Facebook.
Yeah. People believe their eyes, like, they just do. Like, it's natural to believe your eyes, but, like, you really can't anymore. Like, and that's the
question everything.
Question everything, yeah. That is legitimate. Like, if you see something on social media, if you can't look it up more than like 5 times somewhere else, it's probably not real.
Right.
And the thing is, you have to look it up a bunch. You can't just look it up one more time because there's somebody else propagating that nonsense. So, like, you got to check it out a few different ways.
What's the agenda?
Oh, I'm telling you, man. It's just nonsense. It's just bot farms after bot farms. The dead internet theory is real.
Who benefits from the bot farms?
It's just for propaganda. So, like, to me, it's people who are like buy into those. It's the same. It's the same people who watch CNN News or Fox News, and like every word that comes out of the anchor's mouth, it's truth. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's that type of people. So the people that see all that stuff buy into the propaganda that they're pushing, and that's beneficial to whoever is pushing that agenda. Right? Like, where it's good, where it's bad, where it's Russian, where it's Canadian, it doesn't matter where it comes from. That's the reward, is that you push this information out there in such a kind of heavy way that people take it seriously.
Gets heavy traffic, monetization.
And it comes to the top of your feed easier. You know what I mean? Like, it's those types of things, right? So
people are actually making money off, a
post
that's been shared and liked 100,000 times.
Yeah. I mean, think about how many clips you see. It's a clip, but it's been like clipped together with a different clip kind of under it, sideways to it, or it's been really oddly cropped or whatever. And it's just replay of some other video from some other account, and it'll be like their name .001, and then you can look, and there's from like 0 to a bajillion. There's the same account made. It's posting the same bullshit, same videos, replying in the same format to comment. You know what I mean? Like, it's all bullshit stuff, but it's just to propagate stuff or whatever. So that's kind of like the transition when you think about. We'll kind of tie it all back. Like, you think about the original idea of what we were doing on social media when we were kids, about sharing your experience and trying to show people the cool things that you were doing. And, a lot of people were kind of sharing their art, or like the music they liked, or like the pictures they liked to take, or somebody else's pictures they enjoyed, or somebody else's artwork, or books, or anything you can think of, like race cars, whatever your deal was, you could share that. And it was literally sharing it. Like, there was no agenda behind it. It was, this is the cool shit I like, and you can come look at it or not. And that was it. But now it's just this, like,
slop.
It's all slop. It's all bot, AI slop. If it's not that, it's just like constant hate driven. It's all negative news. It's always something like
social media.
Social media is just like become a slop fest. So yeah, but that's the angle. I mean, as much as we all are participating in it, and I'm sure people are enjoying it, that's where we are.
We got to use it for good.
That's where we're at. We should turn it around. We should start using it for good again.
Don't be hating.
No, we should be out here fucking giving people compliments, fucking showing off the good work we're all doing. When we're doing good work, we should be able to help people. Those types of things. But we live in a world where that's not how that goes.
No.
But that's
unfortunately not.
That's our. I feel like that's our little rundown.
That's our angle.
From I feel like we are very good participants because like we are. I've always been involved in social media. Like I always enjoyed using it
from the start.
From the
dawn of social media.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's the
dawn of the internet because
we have a good opinion.
Before.
I feel of, or at least a good view of what it looked like from the start to finish, where we're at right now, at least kind of thing. And I feel like social media is unless somebody can come up and reinvent the wheel in some good way, nothing's really going to change. It's just kind of going to be this nonsense fest for now until forever, and you're just going to get more of it.
We're doomed.
We're doomed.
We're doomed.
Who knew signing up for Facebook would have got us here? No. Who knew?
What?
Who the fuck knew that was going to happen? But that's the world we live in. But yeah, man, I don't know. That's the conclusion to our fun tales of social media.
That's good.
But I like in conclusion. I mean, I do enjoy it. I do participate. We obviously participate.
Yeah.
But yeah, use it for good and not for evil, folks.
Trying
please
to do good.
Do some good out there.
So follow us on Instagram, folks.
That's right. Follow us on social media. You can check us out on YouTube. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere.
Stay tuned for the contest update. We're going to give you some free stuff.
That's right. We got some hats. We got the hats on. Yeah. We got some guitar picks. We got the stickers. What else we got?
Little hat action. Little hat action.
You can win a hat. Maybe we'll autograph the hat. We'll give you a pod.
Send an audio. Send an auto on there. No problem.
No problem.
You want the auto?
Send it in. Send it in and get it created.
Pod worn hat auto limited edition 1 of 1.
1 of 1.
Put it in a museum.
That's right. The goats. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for following along. We'll have the giveaway. Check us out on Instagram for that. As funny as that might sound. Yeah, we'll have the details there coming the next couple of days here. Or no, this will be out the week after, so it'll already be out. We'll be rolling.
Soon be making a decision here, I think.
Probably, yeah. We'll probably let it run for another week after this one, maybe.
Sure.
And then we'll pick it out. But thanks everybody for listening. It has been another episode of
Sure has.
And the year
was 1985.